Hi friends, today we'll discuss about debit cards. So what is debit card, different types of cards, we'll discuss in today's session. So what is debit card? Debit card is a plastic payment card. It is alternative for cash. Instead of using cash for your transactions, you can use debit card. Link it to your savings account or current account. Whenever you use the card, automatically amount will be debited from your account. So with this debit, withdraw cash, online purchases, POS machine, you can use this debit card, and you can use this card for the withdraw money from ATMs also. Card types: chip and sign. So this is information in a magnetic strip. You can see some debit cards, you have a magnetic strip. So this is called chip and sign. And chip and pin. Cardholder must authorize transaction by entering their personal identification number. Every time when you do a transaction, you have to enter the PIN. Contactless options: use radio frequency identification or near field communication for making sure payments. So this one, you need not insert your card into the POS machine directly, just with radio frequency you can use this debit card. Major bank card issuers: MasterCard, Visa, American Express, Mastro, RuPay. These are the major card issuers. Today we'll know what is the 16 digits number printed on debit card. In that 16 digit, first digit will be major industry identifier. This will identify, in my example you can see 4, it will identify the whether it is for the banking or any other purpose. From second digit to 6th digit, it is issuer identification number, bank identification number. So this will identify which bank it is issued, whether it is a debit card, credit card, prepaid card, which bank it is issued, card issued country of the origination. These things you can find out from the 2nd to 6th digits. 7 to 15 represent the account number. So 7 to 15 it will be represent your account number. Whatever your savings bank account number, current account, it will represent. 16 will be check digit. It is a dummy number. It will be calculated with a logic and it will be added to your debit card. This will eliminate the data entry mistakes. And what is CVV number? Card verification value. This will be printed on the back side of the debit card. When you are using for online purchases, you have to enter CVV number also. What is end-to-end flow of a debit card transaction? If it is a POS, you have a debit card, you have gone to a shop and you have purchased something and you have given your debit card, or the merchant, the shop owner, that merchant process the transaction. It comes for the authentication from merchant bank to shop owner bank. So for example, shop owner having ICICI bank, it is a Visa, first it will go to Visa, from Visa it will go to ICICI, but customer having a HDFC card, then it will go to a Visa network, then it will go to a issuer bank will be for me HDFC, then HDFC will approve, then it will come back to the merchant bank, from there it will come back to the merchant, then transaction will be completed. So in this transaction you are using HDFC card and merchant having ICICI account. End-to-end flow will be performed during your transaction. Online transaction: when a transaction is considered to be online, chip in combination with the terminal. So you go to ATM or POS machine, you insert your card and you are entering a PIN, then this will be considered as a online transaction. Offline transaction: when transaction is considered to be offline, the terminal is unable to communicate with the bank. For example, you have gone to the POS machine or ATM, maybe issuer bank is different, so the terminal unable to communicate with the bank. The terminal communicate purely with chip. So every card will have a chip. For chip also there will be a PIN. So the terminal what will do? It will authorize the transaction based on the password available on the chip. It is not going for the issuer bank authentication. Just transactions will be processed purely on the information available in the chip. So in this scenario, there won't be any authentication from the issuer bank. Issuer bank will be different bank, but we are using in a merchant location where merchant having ICICI bank account but customer having a HDFC bank account, then this transaction will not reach HDFC for the authentication. So these are called offline transaction. Traditionally, contactless transactions were always offline only. These are the small values. So these transactions performed during the day will be processed each day. Maybe on a day end, all the transactions will be processed. Lower merchant fee and bank less cash, thereby saving them money. Send all contact transaction online and authorization one time. So for example, if you are doing any contactless transactions, all the transactions will be pulled and one time in a day it will be processed. STIP, standard in process, or STIP, is invoked when one system cannot get answer decision from upstream system either because of connectivity issue or timeout, therefore making the decision itself stand in for the upstream system to retrieve the approval decline decision. For example, in my previous example, customer is holding HDFC card and merchant having ICICI account and they are using the Visa network. So when a transaction is processed, it has not reached the merchant service provider, or it has not reached the ICICI bank, or it is not reached HDFC. So then this will be in stand-in process. So what happens when card is inserted into a POS machine? To enter their PIN, so you will insert the card and enter the PIN. There are two pins containing on the chip. So already we have discussed, there will be one password for the offline transactions that will be stored in the chip, and another one will be online. This will be authenticated by the bank. Once verified, the chip creating an authentication request message, send it to card issuer. So card issuer bank, it may be HDFC, ICICI. Each transaction validated by the card issuing bank. So in this, all the transactions should be validated by the issuer bank. So the card is issued by HDFC bank means HDFC bank should authorize the transaction. This cryptogram is generated by the chip itself on the card using the following information: transaction amount, transaction date and time, transaction counter that increments when every transaction, card number and card sequence number, a random reference number for every transaction. PIN for offline versus online. If it is offline, configured on the chip, so your password will be configured on the chip. So validate by the POS terminal. 3 wrong PIN attempts at a POS blocks the offline PIN. So online PIN validated by the bank used at ATM. 3 wrong PINs also, this will be blocked. Card request interface file is generated, a new card is issued. In a bank, how these cards will be issued to the customers? One will be request interface file be generated. During the day, a new customer opens a new account, then card will be issued, or an existing customer opens a new account and request for the card, or existing current account holder requesting for the debit card for the existing account, adding the card due to account relationship change. Maybe there is a change in the relationship, customer is requesting for a new card, then card request interface file be generated and it will be sent. Card data extraction file. A card data extraction file will be generated by the list of cards and pins that have been created for that day. So today, if you have created some 100, for example, today you have issued some 100 new cards. So cards with pins, this file will be generated. Balance import file. Where system is offline, there is no connectivity with core banking. Card system will not interact with the core banking system. So balances will be generated from the core banking system and it will be sent to the switch. In offline, these transactions will be approved, balance available on the switch, because there is no connectivity to core banking. If there is no connectivity to core banking, you can't verify your balance. Once core banking is back online, card system will send all the authorized transaction to the core banking in form of financial advice. So already payment is made without connecting core banking, but once system is online, all these transactions will be sent to core banking for the authentication. Transaction extraction file. All the transactions that core banking receives from MasterCard or any other service provider, transaction generates itself past the core banking system batch mode or as an extract file. Vendor file sent by the card system to other system with the details of the new debit card needs to be manufactured by the other system. For example, daily you are issuing 100, 200 cards, but these cards should be printed and should be sent to the customer directly from the vendor. So every day the new cards requested, one file will be generated. So what are the information available in that file will be like embossing name on the card, validity of the card, if customer requested for any image, card number, SAT code, account number, CVV printed on the back. These details will be sent to the vendor. Vendor will generate the debit card and this will be sent to the customer directly through courier. The electronic commerce indicator ECI indicates the level of security used when a cardholder provides payment information to the merchant. So this indicates the level of security given by the cardholder while doing a payment. What is chargeback? A chargeback occurs anytime a cardholder calls the credit card issuer instead of merchant to dispute a transaction. For example, you have done a transaction and some dispute with the merchant, then directly you can call you are not ordered but your account is debited, or you have performed a transaction but wrongly password enter, but still your amount is deducted. Then instead of consulting the merchant, directly you can ask the card issuer, they will charge back. So already your account is debited, so they will charge back your account with the same amount. What is cashback? Cashback will be like a service offered to retail customers whereby an amount is added to the total purchase price of the transaction paid by the debit card, and the customer receives the amount in a cash along with the purchase. So for example, they'll say like one mobile is 5,000 rupees. 500 rupees is the cashback. So original value will be 4,500 plus 500 cashback. But instead of taking 4,500, they will collect 5,000 rupees and 500 will be credited back to your account as cashback. This is called cashback. They will take the full amount, then they will give the cashback amount. So different ISO 8583 interface messages used during the debit card transaction. Authorization request 1100, authorization request response 1110, authorization advice 1120, authorization advice response 1130, financial transaction report 1200, financial request response 1210, financial advice 1220, financial advice response 1230, reversal advice 1420, reversal advice response 1430. Thank you friends. If you like my video, please subscribe. If you have any queries, please call me or send me a message. Thank you friends.